It was an incredible race one in the FIM Supersport World Championship at Donington Park. Chan Onchu got a superb launch off the line to move side by side with Stefano Manzi into turn one, the number 61 taking P1 in the early stages of the 19-lap race. Jaume Macià had got off the line sluggishly but was able to salvage P3 on the opening lap, and that soon became P1. He was ahead of Manzi heading into turn 11 before getting ahead of Onchu, although Manzi didn't take it lying down. He fought his way back to the front of the field with 14 laps to go ahead of Macià and Booth-Amos, who had started from 7th. The number 69 Triumph was then into P2 after getting ahead of the number 51 Ducati rider. Booth-Amos was going in search of a first win since Australia and a win on home soil, and he looked to get ahead of Manzi on the run into the Foggy S's, outbreaking the championship leader to take a provisional P1. Again, Manzi fighting back sideways heading into turn 11. Onchu making places, getting ahead of Macià, which also allowed Luca Mayas through. Roberto Garcia only made his World Supersport debut at Misano, but he was already a consistent top 6 challenger, and he dive-bombed Macià heading into turn 11, unfortunately asking too much of his Yamaha R9 and crashing out, although looking to get the bike restarted as quickly as possible. With 3 laps to go, the battle for victory ignited under the scorching Donington sun. Manzi tried to pass Booth-Amos but ran wide, allowing the Triumph rider to cut back, and on the run into turn 12 it was the Yamaha star with the inside line, the pair rubbing through the final corner at Donington. On the run to the Foggy S's for the penultimate time, Tom Booth-Amos went wide and had to cut the chicane. Mayas and Onchu were still fighting over the podium places on the final lap, but Booth-Amos was given a long lap penalty. Despite the late notice, he took it on the final lap, ensuring he would come out ahead of the 2 Yamahas behind him. Onchu and Mayas were still scrapping, Onchu going for an ambitious move at turn 12 but having to take to the gravel, promoting Luca Mayas into 3rd place. But out in front, Manzi was a winner once again, extending his championship lead at the top of the standings over Onchu, who recovered to P5 following his off-track excursion. Manzi claimed his 15th win in World Supersport and his 5th of the year, while it was also his 51st podium in the championship and Italy's 80th victory. Manzi will lead away the race 2 grid after setting the fastest lap in race 1, the front row completed by Booth-Amos and Chan Onchu. Manzi celebrating victory, Booth-Amos with the home rostrum and Mayas completing the rostrum. It was an incredible race in World Supersport. The 4-second gap between Manzi and Booth-Amos not reflective of the battle they had after Booth-Amos took his long lap penalty. Luca Mayas finishing a 2.5 seconds behind the British rider to complete the podium, ahead of Jaume Macià and Chan Onchu, with Philip Ertel in 6th. Simon Jespersen, Marcel Schrotter, Xavi Cardus, Leonardo Ticini and Nicolo Antonelli all scored points. Roberto Garcia was unable to recover higher than 20th as he finished race 1 following his spill. Corentin Perilari was 29th after he had to serve a double long lap penalty for irresponsible riding in race 2 at Misano.
Yeah, it's amazing because today also I was starting from pole, so start from pole and win the race is always amazing. The weekend was nice from yesterday for me, and I was enjoying a lot riding on this track with this weather. And yeah, at the moment it's like I'm more focused on the race or the event than the championship, but it's nice to extend also the championship lead.